Welcome to Machzor before Rosh Hashana part 4. Today I want to talk about the Torah reading on the first day of Rosh Hashana. On the first day of Rosh Hashana we read the portion that deals with the birth of Yitzchak. In the Art Scroll Machzor it's page 402, in the Ari Machzor this one it's page 122. The reason that we read this portion on Rosh Hashana is because the Talmud tells us that it was on Rosh Hashana that God remembered Sarah. She didn't have children for very long, and she prayed, she tried, and it was on Rosh Hashana that God finally remembered her and allowed her to conceive and have a child. The Haftarah of Rosh Hashana that we read after the Torah reading is the story of the birth of Samuel the prophet, Shmuel HaNavi, born to his mother Hashana, who also had difficulty in conceiving a child, would travel with her husband to Shiloh, which was the sanctuary at the time, to pray Rosh Hashana after Rosh Hashana, Yontif after Yontif. And it was also Rosh Hashana that God finally heard her prayers and answered her request to have a child, which she promised then to dedicate to the service of Hashem, and he became Samuel the prophet. One of the other symbolisms behind reading the story of Hannah on Rosh Hashana is that she promised that the blessings that God gives her, the son that she would have, she would dedicate to the service of God. Similarly, we remind ourselves on Rosh Hashana that although we ask God to give us lots of things, we ask for wealth, we ask for health, we ask for a really good and sweet year, which God will give us, but at the same time, we try and commit ourselves to use our blessings to strengthen our service of God. One of the themes here we find both in the Torah reading and the Haftarah is this concept of having a child. We don't read on Rosh Hashana the story of creation. We don't read the story of the creation of the human being, which really is what happened on Rosh Hashana. But we read two parts, the Torah reading about Yitzchak, the Haftarah about Hannah and Shmuel. We read of two people that found it very difficult to conceive and have a child, and yet were desperate and prayed and tried whatever they could to give birth to their child, and eventually their prayers were answered. Because what it teaches us is the importance and the value of the one child, the one human being. We need to understand on Rosh Hashana as we approach the new year that every person is important. Every person is needed, and that little bit that we try and grow for the new year is so valuable and so important, even if it's just one person, because every child to God is absolutely important. Have a great day. Yeah.